Protests on the street of Israel once again after a 19-year-old Ethiopian Israeli was shot dead by an off-duty police officer late Sunday. The officer says he was trying to break up a street brawl. He was arrested and later released to house arrest while police investigate.
Well, the policeman version is not according to my opinion of Mr. Solomon. I just simply refuse to believe that Mr. Solomon was a very violent person.
The shooting reignites tensions between Israeli police and the Ethiopian community, who's long been accusing the police of systemic racism against minorities. Israel's Ethiopian community numbers around 140,000 people, many of them born in Israel. They say they're targeted because of their skin color. A report by the Public Defender's Office in 2016 found almost 90% of young Ethiopian Israeli offenders are sentenced to prison. That's 3 times as many as non-immigrant Jewish minors. The number of criminal cases against Ethiopians have gone up in the past years, while it's decreased for the total Jewish population. The issue being labeled as the Israeli Black Lives Matter.
I think for sure we can compare it to the Black Lives Matter campaign in the US. We can see here also that the police is treating Ethiopian minorities as suspects, as immediate suspects, and using against them violence in a manner that is not proportionate to any other population. It is part of racism that is very strong in the police and in our society in general.
The acting police commissioner said, "I call for restraint and responsibility and even to avoid a fiery debate. The investigating body must be allowed to exhaust the investigation to its fullest extent." The Israeli Prime Minister also weighed in, saying the police assured him they'd make a great effort to get to the truth quickly.
I think there is no doubt about it. It is systemic racism, and it was clear already in 2016 when the Ministry of Justice published a report showing data about Ethiopian minority being victims of police brutality and of over-policing. So for sure it is part of systemic racism.
The issue has been flaring up in the past years, with committees being established and reports released. But critics say not much has changed.